Give a bit of an update.
Let's fill the people in.
Give the people what they want.
The last vlog was very emotional. Emotions were running high. And we kind of went into the baseline ultrasound like wanting answers. I wanted answers. Did you want answers?
I demanded answers.
Okay.
In fact.
So aggressive. No, we we went into the baseline ultrasound, which for that we just see the physician's assistant. So I knew that I was going to have like a different doctor or a different PA that had not known about my specific situation and
seen her downstairs.
She actually had done a scan with me before, but she didn't know my specific thing. She didn't even remember me. Mm-hmm. So, I wanted to know like specifics about my cycle. Like, what were some of the things that kicked off some of the questions that we were asking her?
The at-home ovulation test was one of them.
Yep.
The the
predictability of them when people who have weird cycles.
When you're actually ovulating, the fact that your Clue app said that your most fertile day was
a day after.
3 days after we inseminated.
No.
Yeah, we inseminated the 21st, and it said your most fertile day was the 24th.
Okay.
So, yeah, like all of those things. And, like, obviously it's an app, so, like, is it science? We wanted to know. We wanted to know if you should be taking a medication, like, which one to take if we did decide to, like, reincorporate medication.
Which would be, like, what was this?
Trigger shot.
No, the before.
Letrozole.
Letrozole or Clomid is another version of that.
Or Clomid, or trigger shot, or progesterone.
Progesterone after insemination, 3 days after insemination. Mm-hmm. If we were to choose one variable to add back in, what should we add back in? And progesterone wasn't of a concern because if I got pregnant, then they would test that anyway, and if I was low, then we would supplement.
Right.
So that was kind of like not a thing. But she did say that if we were going to add a drug back in, that she would suggest it to be letrozole or Clomid, the egg follicle stimulating one, because it would shorten the cycle.
And she wants us to have triplets. Triple success rate.
No. So, yeah, so that was, all these things were just sort of blabbering out to you of what we found, and I can maybe chop it up to make some more sense. But yeah, this is a little bit more for the crowd that's, in the same boat as we are, not just the general people following along, general people following along. I appreciate you and like the messages of support, because I know like I posted this and it was very emotional, and last month was emotional. I feel better as some time passed after testing negative, and so yeah, I just appreciate people like reaching out, and that was awesome. And we kind of like cornered the doctor a little bit to like get
100%
get like some specific attention to us.
She was like walking by and we just like grabbed her and pulled her into a room.
No, not literally that, but our coordinator,
like, kind of that.
Our coordinator was kind of trying to answer questions on her behalf a little bit, would you say? Is that too far?
No. Yeah, I mean, that's her job.
Right. She was trying to schedule a mid-cycle ultrasound because that was suggested to us to do some more monitoring.
Yeah, because last month we didn't have a mid-cycle with our natural cycle. We just did the ovulation test, and so the PA told us...
Which I think was totally
Which was wrong. Yeah, we totally missed it. And so the PA was like, well, let's do a mid-cycle this time and test your LH levels here. So
our coordinator was kind of trying to schedule it sooner than we thought.
Yeah, like way sooner. Like,
because mid-cycle is not until like 18 or something.
For her.
For me personally.
And she wanted to schedule us. She would, like, normally she's like, okay, come in on day 11. And then this time she was like, well, okay, let's push it to like 12 or 13 maybe. And we're like, what? Why? That seems too early still. Yeah. And I'm getting pissed because I'm like, this is ridiculous. My baby wants a damn, like... not my baby, but like my wife is like really upset that you guys aren't giving her the care she actually feels like she deserves. So someone fucking go get the doctor. And, like, I want to hear from her what her opinion is.
Yeah, and they actually were, we talked to the doctor, and it was,
everyone's very
good.
nice
and
there, so, like, don't think that I've, like,
and I didn't go in, like,
experience.
guns blazing or anything like that. No, you did not.
I was very upset on your behalf, though, like, because this is,
I don't think you showed, like...
Yeah, because I keep it cool.
Well, anyway, so
the
doctor was like, you're fine. Like, she made me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
She was like, I guess the thing that was running through my mind, too, was, like, we talked about 3 or 4 IUIs. Well, this next one's 3. So, you know, if we were going based on that, we might need to be talking about IVF in, like, 2 months from now.
Yeah.
And that is extremely invasive.
And our coordinator, like, laughed because she was like, how old are you? Like, you're not even
26.
Like, she was like, and then so when she was like, I'm 26, like, sweet baby, she like laughed at her, like actually was like, she was like, you're fine,
you can do more IUI cycles.
If you were 35, 38, we would be more aggressive. But she's like, you're okay, like, it's okay. And she like gave you a hug and like rubbed your back and like, so they're awesome. I do love them, but, you know, not talking to our doctor for 3 months, 4 months, because she didn't do our insemination last time. We skipped a cycle. So this was the first time we talked to her.
Even when she did the insemination, it's not like we
we didn't chat.
On anything,
yeah, like,
you know?
so that was the last time we saw her, was the insemination, and talked to her like a month before that. So it was nice to actually like catch up with her and like actually get, you know, what she was thinking, stop doing that. And she was the one that was like, okay, let's actually, like, no, day 13's too early still, so we're going to bring you in on day 16 is, I think, what we...
No, I think it's like 18.
15. No.
It's 16?
It was 15 or 16. So she, like, pushed it a little bit more. And she was also like, you know, I don't want to miss it, but I also don't want to do it super early. And she was like, you know, maybe come in a couple times. She's like, so if we test it on day 15, still not there, we'll have you come in a couple days later. Like, she was like, are you guys okay with that? And we were like, yes, like, yes, we're fine with that. Let's do whatever's like the most accurate timing, you know, not just like, oh, well, let's do it in 3 more days. Like, no, that's not, no.
That's
you
not
weren't
my
ovulating
timing
until day 23 of your last freaking cycle. Like, no. So
and I asked about the thyroid check again because let's just say, like, I feel like now looking back at my life that I can see like hypothyroid symptoms very clearly, like tiredness. It can affect your mood, it can affect your metabolism, so gaining weight easily, like so I know that I have a feeling that it's been there forever, but I've never been tested for it, you know? So, they had tested me like 4 months ago and the number was like a little bit on the high range, but it wasn't in a concerning range.
It was still within normal range, but the higher end of
this can make it more difficult to get pregnant, and it can cause miscarriage. And so it was concerning to me that we hadn't, they're like, oh yeah, no, it's kind of like maybe a little concerning, and then just never talk about it again.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, come on.
We hadn't tested for it again.
Yeah,
like,
nothing.
They didn't
talk about it. They didn't mention it. Nothing.
So you were like, hey, can we
test
do
that while
again?
I'm here?
Yeah.
And she was like a little resistant because she was like, well, we don't really need to know.
Unless you're pregnant. Like, until you're pregnant, it's not that big of a deal.
No.
But we were like, but it, like, is?
They tested it. It is high. She didn't give me what the number range is, which I'm going to ask next time we go in.
Yeah, she didn't tell you if it was more or less.
But she wants me to start taking Synthroid, so synthetic thyroid medication, which I'm scared to do. I'm scared that I won't be able to come off of them. I'm scared about side effects. I'm just generally scared because I feel like my body reacts like I'm very sensitive to things, and
Delicate flower.
Yeah, I'm just a delicate little flower.
So if any of you have any experience with things like
yes,
that,
please
comment
please,
there, down there.
So anyway, we're just trying to fill you in. This will probably get chopped up into a bunch of pieces.
Johnny karate'd into a bunch of pieces. Put that in there because people will get that reference. Ignore her. From Parks and Rec.
So,
Okay, never mind.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So the plan is to,
What's the plan, Phil?
I guess, take Synthroid, but I'm, like, not really thrilled about it, and I don't know. So, I guess take Synthroid and see what that does. A mid-cycle ultrasound. At that point, we'll start ovulation testing.
Yes.
Speaking of that, I ordered those cheapy little strips of the ovulation predictor kits because we're going to sort of double up on, like triple up on predicting ovulation.
Because we're going to get
the
LH
scan.
stabby.
They're going to check blood work for my LH levels, my luteinizing hormone.
And you're going to take 2 at-home ovulation
And I'm going
tests.
to take 2 types.
We're not fucking around, guys. We are, like,
Third
doing
time is the charm. That's what we're hoping for.
Fingers crossies.
So
No, we're, like,
that's
doing
the
it,
plan.
though. I feel pretty
I just
good.
feel like
Maybe we should take
it's
your
amazing.
temperature, too. Rectally.
Ooh. It's amazing how much you learn with each cycle, and
Also,
I don't
like,
know
how do straight people have babies?
How do people get
Jesus.
pregnant on the first round? They must be the most fertile in your life.
They plan proms based off, like, when all the high schoolers are ovulating, because somehow those girls just one and done.
No, I'm talking about, like, gay women through this process.
Oh, I'm talking about straight people in general.
Okay, well, I'm saying it's amazing that people go through this process and get pregnant on the first try, because I feel like we've had to learn, like,
yeah. I just
so
mean,
much.
but, like, how are humans even a thing? So we just had our mid-cycle, first cycle 3, and follicles look dope. She is got prime uterus over here, prime young ovaries, and there's like 6 13 millimeter follicles, like 3 on each side, and our doctor was like, man, looks like you're taking drugs, but we're not. Shalom.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to my kitchen.
This is the kitchen. We
There's
just
a lot
had
of leftover
Yeah.
disaster.
we just had a tacos. Okay. What are you doing, Delgado?
Okay, we're doing a trigger shot. We decided to add a component into this whole thing, a medical component.
Yeah, because we were gonna do a. I'm like shaking it a lot. Hold on.
Because we kept testing for ovulation and it's not going, and it's not. I have not surged, and so.
What cycle day is it? 18?
18.
Yeah, well, you didn't surge last time until like 23.
Yeah, but when we did the last scan, we did 2 scans this cycle, and they were very much on track to being fully formed, you know, size. So it was just.
So we kind of figured.
We kind of took charge of this
that we would
component.
add something in, and this is. Our doctor actually recommended if we were to add one thing, that we would add the letrozole, but it's past that time right now. So
Yeah, we were already past that time before the suggestion came in.
So yeah. So this is where we're at, and now we're gonna do the trigger shot. We're not gonna do progesterone though, right?
No, I mean not unless I'm pregnant, and then we will test for it.
Are you pregnant though?
There's no semen in me, so I don't know how I would be pregnant.
I'm just that good.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Okay.
And then obviously in good fashion, we will be with Beyonce tomorrow, surging through my body.
Yeah. So we're gonna have baby Beyonce. Woohoo! And then, so we're gonna do the trigger shot tonight, and then we have an appointment for Monday at 10 a.m. to do the insemination. And that's my aunt. Again, she says hello.
The needle pointing upwards, carefully remove the cap from the syringe. Do not touch the needle or allow it to touch any surface.
Don't touch the needle.
Remove any air bubbles.
Yep. Tap it. Tap,
Pretty
tap,
good.
and tap it up.
Push the plunger up carefully into a small drop of liquid. Upward angle.
I thought it was supposed to be an upward angle.
Yeah.
You were downward.
It wasn't downward. What do you
The
mean?
needle
this is
was down.
upward?
Oh, holding the thing upward. Okay. How do you feel? Do you feel like you're just
They're dropping. The eggs are falling.
You're just full of eggs. All right.
Oh, hold on.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh, are you going? You're going back
Oh,
in.
there's still liquid in there.
Babe!
Should I put it back in?
I don't know.
There's still liquid in there. I gotta go back
Oh
in.
my God, you're going. She's going back in. This is intense, guys.
I don't want to waste
This
it.
is intense, y'all.
Okay, got it.
You did it. You nailed it. Oh my
It
God.
doesn't really bother me.
It's not about bothering you. It's just, it's bold. It's a bold choice.
I am bold.
We got walnut cauliflower taco meat. I'm gonna eat the rest of that guacamole. Cheese. Ew, boo. No one's a baby cow in this house.
Baby cows eat cheese.
Yeah, that's what they eat. Our wall that's still unfinished and, oh, what's this? Ho, ho, ho. Yes. Can't talk about margaritas. There's that. Take you over here. Fresh squeezed lime, lemon, and agave, courtesy of the Muscle Delgado. My baby knows what I like, and I like margaritas.
Okay, bye. We'll show you Beyonce. Cut to Beyonce. Today was insemination day. Cycle 3. We had the full moon last night. We saw Beyonce last night. And I can't help but feel that that's good luck. So just got off work. Weird symptom today.
I'm about to go to work.
First of all, the other day, I had a dizzy spell, which was weird. I could very well be just like hunger, something, felt
But
dizzy.
you don't get dizzy.
But that doesn't ever happen to me, ever. Even when I'm super duper hungry. So that was weird.
Which is all the time.
Yeah. Another weird thing today,
Yeah, what happened? She hasn't told me yet.
I had like foot cramps. Like it felt like a Charlie horse was coming on, but it like never happened. And I told my person I was working with that, and before I even like Googled anything, right? Then I Google leg cramps and 2-week wait. And a discussion post came up. So this isn't like actual science, but somebody described the exact feeling that I was feeling. They were like, it's like I had, Raj, hush.
I'll let her out.
It's like I'm about to have a foot Charlie horse, but doesn't come on, which is weird. So I might just be fishing for symptoms. That's very, very possible.
Probably.
But 2 very weird things.
Yeah.
Also, this is TMI for people who don't want to hear it. Just skip ahead. Okay. So,
Are you still here?
are you still here? A lot of cervical mucus. A lot.
La 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 la. I didn't want to hear that. Ew.
Okay.
Ew, girl parts.
Too late. So just a few weird things. I don't know. We're not testing early.
Hello, baby.
There's no baby in there.
There's a baby. Which side is it on?
I don't know.
How do you know? Is it in the middle now?
I don't think it's like centered if it was in there. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know the science. I'm reading a very interesting book, though, about the science.
Me too,
Everyone
my
needs
class.
to read this.
I'm in an infant and toddler development class for school, so.
This. Everyone should read this. A Feminist Journey Through the Science and Culture of Pregnancy. It's very interesting. Women's bodies, man.
It is crazy. And
We
babies.
we can do a lot.
That's the update. Today is day 11 of the 2-week wait. Today is day 14. And I tested really early in the morning before I went to work. And negative. Totally blank, not any sort of line at all. Very definitive. And I'm bummed. I am pretty bummed. I felt different this round. Like I had weird kind of indigestion, heartburn kind of feeling. I had this weird like leg cramping sort of situation. I had like that dizzy spell. So yeah, just bummed. My hair's kind of crazy because I got out of work. And I feel a little stupid for like thinking that I had symptoms when I did not. And I just am like puzzled by it, honestly. I know that I want to know how long it took other people on IUIs. I can't remember watching channels. I watch a lot of channels who have done this. I've seen like several that happened on the first try. And so that's annoying. I mean, it's great, but it's like, it seems kind of crazy to me. 'Cause like people keep saying nothing's wrong. And it just seems like, okay, well, are we really that far off on the timing that, you know, we can't get it right? There are, like, they make humans outside of people's bodies with IVF and stick it back in there, and it comes out like a perfectly ready to go child. That is science. That's where we're at with science, and yet we can't get the timing right on when sperm meets the egg and how to get that timing right. That seems mind-boggling to me. I look very crazy right now. I'm sorry. It's real life, bro. I worked at 4:30 in the morning at Starbucks. We were down people, so it was extra busy. And so, yeah, why we can clone things. And yet we can't this is a medical mystery to figure out this timing. That seems just crazy to me. That seems insane. I felt good about this timing. You know, we waited a little bit longer. We did the trigger shot. We waited a little bit longer as well after the trigger shot. So we waited like 36 hours or something like that. You know, I felt good about it. I'm just puzzled, honestly. And, you know, I had my mom ask me how many cycles of this. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I can just pick a number. 6. We're going to do 6 IUI cycles. What if it was the 7th one that we were going to get pregnant and we don't get pregnant on those 6? Oh, it was the 7th. That in the universe knew it was going to be the 7th and not the 6th. It just seems very arbitrary, you know, to pick a number. And if we're going to just pick a number, let's just do IVF now. I mean, I don't want to make that jump because it's a significant jump to make in medical costs, in interventions, in substances in my body, which I'm very sensitive to. You know, it's scary. I don't necessarily want to do that. But it just seems so crazy to me that nothing could be wrong, right? And everyone's doing their job right, properly, and timing things and trying to get it the best way possible, and yet we still can't do it 6 times in a row, potentially.
or whatever amount of times. Just purely on timing. That seems crazy to me. So I'm like kind of frustrated, kind of upset with myself for like letting myself think that I had symptoms. I don't know. What, Raj? What? Are you upset? What? You're fine. What? What? Why can't you just talk to me? Just tell me. You're an asshole. Lay down. Go lay down. Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, we're going to just keep going, I guess. And the real answer to my pregnancy test, negative pregnancy test or not, is if I get my period. Which I have my, like, acne coming on that normally happens. And, you know, so we'll just wait for that. And I think that's it for cycle 3. Okay, here we are with the fastest update of our lives. I'm 5 days late on my period. I haven't got my period. I did take another pregnancy test.
2 total.
Negative.
Nada.
Nothing. What else?
We're gonna wait until Thursday.
So
Today is Tuesday.
Yep, 7 days after missed period, and we'll call the fertility clinic.
Yeah, but we don't know why. Like, weird. So weird. You're not any more stressed than normal.
Nope, I don't know. Okay, super quick. Bye.